Did you know that the first railway station in Denmark opened in 1847? The current main station was inaugurated in 1911. The station was the result of years of planning and construction that began in 1908. Designed by the talented Danish architect Heinrich Wenck, it was built to meet the growing needs of the railway system as Denmark connected more closely with neighboring countries. Why was this station so essential? As train travel became increasingly important, there was a need for a central hub to manage the flow of passengers effectively. The chosen location serves both local and international routes. As of 2024, there is international lines to Germany and Sweden. The station is a beautiful example of the national romantic movement, featuring traditional Nordic design elements. The striking red brick facade, paired with yellow tiles and intricate stone carvings, gives the station a distinct look. One really cool thing that you can see inside of the station is that you can actually see a model station. First I thought it was a model station of how this central station looked in the past, but it's actually the current station of the city of Næstved in Denmark. And as a history nerd, I think this is really cool and it just looks amazing. What stands out about its design? One remarkable feature is the vaulted roof in the main hall. This not only adds to the grandeur of the interior, but also allows natural light to flood the space, making it feel open and welcoming. Inside you will find shops and cafes. The large windows in the ceiling invites plenty of sunlight, contributing to a bright and inviting environment. However, there is not enough seated waiting areas, I think. The station is also very small. On the other hand, it is very easy to navigate in the station. All platforms can be reached from the main hall, and you can reach the metro directly from the platforms also. The stained windows inside of the central station is covered with the coat of arms of the Danish cities, and they are, in my opinion, super cool. Throughout its history, the station has been a witness to significant events. During World War II, it played a crucial role for the Danish resistance. Its involvement in helping Jews escape to Sweden is a particularly moving part of its story. What does this tell us about the station's role beyond transportation? It highlights how Copenhagen's central station has played an important role in the history of Denmark and Copenhagen. The facade does not only add to the station's appeal, but also reinforces its status as a key landmark in Copenhagen. If you have a couple of minutes, take your time and look at the exterior and interior design. The building is rich in history. In my mind, a building can tell you a lot of history. What do you think? Leave a comment down below. In recent years, the station has seen renovations aimed at modernizing its facilities while keeping its historical charm intact. These updates ensure it remains a vital part of the city's transport network, ready to meet today's needs. For example, Copenhagen is building its metro now, and the now operational metro station beneath the station plays an important part. Now, after I had filmed the inside of the station, I took a walk outside of the station and I just looked at the building at several different places, because the levels of details on the exterior is something that really fascinated me. I mean, people did this by hand a little more than 100 years ago, and the level of detail is amazing, I think. And whenever I visit a city, and especially when I visit a historic city with a lot of historic buildings, I tend to just look at the buildings because there is so much beauty in the craftsmanship and in the levels of details, and it really is amazing. If you compare this building to a modern building, like a skyscraper with all this glass facade and everything like that, what do you really think is more beautiful? I tend to think that this is more beautiful than the modern style of architecture. because the modern style of architecture in my mind is completely soulless and it doesn't touch me in any way. In the city where I live, we have a lot of old buildings, but we also have a lot of modern architecture, and the modern architecture is just very bland, I think. So in 100 years from now, and when we look back on these modern buildings, what will we think? I think we will think, what did we think 100 years ago? Tell me what you think by leaving a comment down below. Otherwise, like this video and subscribe if you like more content from me.